On this video, we're going to compare bristle brushes to foam brushes when it comes to polycoating.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Old Guy Network. I'm the Old Guy, the OG Jay, and welcome to the trailer hood. Beautiful day out, and we're going to get some time in the shop today. We're going to be doing a comparison on bristle brushes and foam brushes as far as polyurethane coating goes. And we'll get right into that in just a minute. First, I want to remind you to like and share all these videos, and please subscribe to the channel. And if you get a chance, head on over to my coffee page and you can check out what I'm doing over there. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that, projects I've done, videos I've made, and that sort of thing. And you can help me out with a couple of bucks if you'd like to see this channel continue. I would really like that. So check that out. There's a link in the description, my coffee page. And you can check out the merch shelf, too. I've cleaned that all up and added some more stuff on there, too. So enough of that. Let's get right into it. Bristle brushes, standard brushes, right? Or foam brushes. I have always used bristle brushes for everything. If I want to put a thick coat of stain on, I will use a bristle brush. Most of the time I use cloth, but if I want a thick coat, I will use a bristle brush. Boy, that's hard for me to say. That's what I'm used to, and that's what I've always done. Somebody said the other day, well, have you ever tried a foam brush? And no, I haven't. I know people that use them, but I never have tried it, especially with polycoating. I never thought of it. However, there are some inherent problems with using a bristle brush when you are polycoating, and we're going to get into that. So let's not delay another second. Let's jump into the shop, and we'll get to the comparison. And here we are right in the shed, like I said. And today we're going to do a comparison. Let me put some of this stuff down. We're going to do a comparison between these and these regular hairy old brushes and foam brushes. I've been using these for so long. That's all I ever used. I didn't know any better. But you'll see these little hairs here? And sometimes when I'm doing a project, especially if I don't have my glasses on and I'm not paying attention, these will come out and lay on the whatever project I'm doing, and I'll get a hair in the polyurethane, and that's very annoying. So I thought, why not listen to some people who say use one of these? So we're going to try it today and see if there's any difference between using one of these and one of these. I don't know if there's any advantages, but we're going to find out. And today we're going to be using a water-based polyurethane, Varathane. I use this stuff all the time. I used to use only oil-based, but now I use the water-based because it's so much easier to clean up. It does a great job. It goes on a little thin, with the brush anyway. It goes on a little thin, so you might have to put a couple more coats. But I really like the the water-based stuff. And this stuff seems to be pretty good. It's the only brand I've used so far, so I can't really compare it to anything else. But it says ultimate polyurethane, so it's got to be good. All right, let's get to the next thing. We're going to take a piece of wood, and we're going to do a comparison right now. It has been about 10 minutes, and it's pretty dry. You can see the light reflecting on it a little bit. Both of them dried about the same, and it feels about the same thickness. So we're going to put another coat of each on. I'm going to try to get this as thick as I possibly can with both. Here's our traditional brush. Now we'll use our foam brush. And I am using soft wood. This is pine, so it's
just sucks the the poly in, at least the first 2 coats. So there we go. Let's take a quick look at what we got. I don't know how this translates on your screen, but I can tell you that this side is thicker. This side is more even, and it's not much thinner than this side. See the reflection? And I think I mentioned before that there's a milky look to the water-based polyurethane, and that does go away. It makes it nice and clear afterwards. Just a comparison. That's one that I've already done. There we go. And this has already been sanded down with very fine steel wool after it's thoroughly dried. I got to tell you, at this stage, I'm liking the foam better. But let's let this sit for another 10 minutes and then we'll take a look. While that is drying, I just want to go over the cost of the brushes. And this is the really good thing about these. If you like the foam brushes better, you can get them a lot cheaper. The bristle brush that I have, I got that at Walmart. It was $1.47. That's what they're selling for right now at Walmart, $1.47 a piece. If you buy, 2 packs, 4 packs, whatever, you might get it a little cheaper. This was an 8-pack, and in this 8-pack, you get 2 of these little ones, 3 of these slightly larger. I think those are 1.5 inches. The other ones are 1 inch. 2 of these, I have one drying now, so. And then 1 of these big wide ones. That whole 8-pack I got at the Family Dollar store for $1.25. And so far, I'm liking them. We're going to see what happens with this second coat. If everything goes the way I think it's going to go, yeah, I think I just learned a new way to do poly, and that's pretty good. So we've got a few more minutes. We'll let this set up, and I'll be back. It has been about 7 minutes, and I think our comparison here is pretty much done. If you notice, the foam side is almost dry, and that's because we're putting a thinner coat on. So you will have to do probably an extra 1 or 2 coats. But the brush side not only is having a little bit more trouble drying, it's not as even. The foam side, the foam brush side, is much more even, and I got to tell you, it makes the surface a lot better. Here, let me turn this around so that we get the same light, and you'll notice that's almost dry. So that for me is a huge positive. For me, the application of the polyurethane using the foam brush is much better. A couple of more things to take a look at. If you notice this, you'll see these little hairs sticking out here. And yeah, they kind of do get in the way, and every time you put that in the can, if you're using a small can like I am, that problem just gets worse. With this, of course, it doesn't do that. I like the foam brushes now. And here's another little thing to consider. When this is done, let's say I forget and I don't clean the brushes, and I've got a foam brush and one of these brushes, and I didn't clean them, and the bristles on this are all stiff and crappy, and I'm just going to toss this away. Let me show you what I can do with this. Now I can toss this away, the foam, which is all junked up, but now I have a 1/2 inch dowel. I do a lot of stuff with soft wood, and this is a softwood dowel. I wouldn't use this with hardwood, but if I'm making a desk out of 2x4s and stuff, which I do, I would use this. Absolutely. 1/2 inch dowel. Why wouldn't you? And as far as cleanup is concerned, let's say you've cleaned up both brushes really, really well. The advantage to this one, people will see it has a little hole in it. See that? And you can put that on a nail or whatever and let it dry, let it drip dry. That's handy. But with these, I just get a piece of scrap wood, just put a 1/2 inch hole in it, and look at this. And not only is it standing straight up, I mean, water is going down this way, so this part is going to dry faster. I like this. They're cheaper, they're easier to clean, they don't become frayed, and they won't leave little hairs in your project, whether you're using poly or paint or whatever you're doing. Stain, although I'd never use one of these for a stain. That's another video. But right now, I gotta say, I like these. They are so inexpensive. Now these I bought at the Family Dollar Store, 8-pack, $1.25. As my friend likes to call it, the 5-quarter store now. I'm not comparing these to any other ones that you can get at like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever. I don't know, maybe those are a little bit better. If they are, that's even better, right? But these are cheap. And cheap is good, especially when you're making stuff on a budget like I am. I do a lot with discarded wood, pallet wood, old tables that I find. I'm going to be doing another video on how to build these actual boards, how I made these, and I think you're going to be surprised what I used for material. This didn't cost that much to make, and you know, if you save a few cents here and there, that adds up to dollars, and if you save a few dollars, you don't have to charge as much, and you will get more work. That's my philosophy. That's what I think, but who knows? I could be full of crap. I have been before. But today, not so much. I'll still use these for painting probably. But when I'm doing poly coating and that sort of thing, yeah, I don't see any disadvantage in this, except you have to put a little bit more effort into it. You're going to have to, where you could do probably 3 coats with this, you might have to do 4 or 5 with the other one. But if you're doing like I am and you're using a water-based poly clear coat, it dries really, really fast. I mean, it's been less than 10 minutes and this thing is almost dry. At least this side, I mean, I can touch this now. This side I can't. You can see that it's still a little wet. And that's the brush side. Right there. But big thumbs up. I like it. Thank you for hanging out in the shed with me today. Thank you for being here in the trailer hood. I hope you come back again. Like, share, do all that good YouTube stuff. And please, for the love of all things good, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you back here in the trailer hood next time. For the Old Guy Network, I'm the Old Guy. And I'm out.